Hi, Julie Jones from SSB Performance, Smarter, Stronger, Better Mindset Training, here with this week's Mindset Made Simple Tip of the Week, brought to you by Game Day Sportswear. New background, shout out to the Portland State Vikings. Got a new cameraman today. It's an exciting, beautiful day here at the beach, as you can see. This week we're talking about lessons learned from watching a championship. Last week was the Women's College World Series. It was a record-setting World Series again. Record set for attendance, record set for wins, record set for RBIs, and a three-peat by the Oklahoma Sooners, and outstanding play all around from all the teams involved in the entire championship series. As I was watching, I was making observations about the mental side of the game as well as all the incredible physical things that happen. And in every championship, there is something to be learned because success leaves clues. Here are 3 observations from the Women's College World Series. Number 1, routines reign supreme. As you watched, if you did get a chance to watch, you saw amazing athletes come to the plate, step to the mound, step up to the ball in similar fashion almost every time. I started timing last year Rachel Garcia's pre-pitch routine. I'm sure you didn't time or count or do all those things, but I did, and the consistency was incredible. Why do routines matter? Well, according to the book, Winning the Mental Game, and there's a link to this in my show notes or in the blog, routines lead to habits, habits lead to consistency, consistency leads to excellence. And we are setting ourselves up. It allows us to feel certain in uncertain times. Routines create certainty in uncertainty, and sport is wrought with uncertainty. That's why it's important. I was talking to a dear friend of mine last night who's an esteemed lawyer. He presented in front of the Ohio Supreme Court more than 20 times, and he said that every time before he walked up to the lectern with his notes, he would stop by the plaintiff's table and shake his hand. His routine was this, and shake hands, walk up, lay out his things. He had practice, he was ready to go, but he did that because he wanted to see if the opponent's hand was sweaty. Did he have an advantage? He also wanted the Supreme Court to watch him welcome the competition. He was gathering information, he was setting the tone, and that's what our routines do. Routines make certainty in uncertainty. Observation number 2, a smile matters. Did you notice Mudge, the left fielder from Florida State, or Sandercock, the pitcher from Florida State, gave a little smile? Mudge would go through a routine, and at the end she would smile. Why? Why smile? Because when we smile, our brain is flooded with molecules, neurotransmitters, serotonin, which is a natural antidepressant, endorphins, dopamine, which is the molecule of more. All these things are flooding our brain with good stuff, and they help us fend off stress. Not enough? In 2009, researchers from Wayne State University looked at a study on Major League Baseball players. They looked back at players from 1952 who had lived to 2009, and they found that those who smiled with a Duquesne smile, a big smile, an authentic, spontaneous smile, those people lived 7 years longer than people who didn't smile, and 4 years longer than those people who had a partial smile. Smiling changes our brain. That positivity changes our lives. So these girls were smiling and fending themselves off from stress. And they were also adding, according to the research, to the longevity of their lives. If my cameraman could straighten up the camera, just there we go, dude. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
That's okay. Observation number 3. You can get pissed as long as you mind the gap. In game 1 of the championship series, here comes the illegal pitch call, the dreaded illegal pitch call. It hadn't probably happened to these kids all year long. All of a sudden, here they are on the biggest stage of their career, the biggest game of their career, and they get called for an illegal pitch. And Lonnie Alameda, the head coach from Florida State, walked out after the first one and smiled just like her team and had a conversation, then walked back to the dugout. And then it happened again. No more smiles. In fact, if you read her lips, she found that she gave them an earful. She was pissed, and rightfully so. But here's the cool thing about it. Lonnie Alameda is a champion in every single way. They panned back over to her after she had the conversation. She got her warning from the umpires, and she needed to tell them what she told them, in my opinion. And she was standing there, or sitting on her bucket, doing exactly what she always does, which was prepare her pitchers to be their best. She did not allow herself to stay there. She didn't throw things around in the dugout. She didn't go over and complain to someone. She went back and she did what was important now. Impressive. Here you are on the biggest stage of the game, and they are taking you right out in some ways by getting in your pitcher's head, or trying to get in your pitcher's head. That's not really the reason they're doing it, but it does. The coach is defending the kid, which she should, defending the game, which she should, and she lost it. But she regained it so quickly. And that's what I saw, but more importantly, that's what her team saw. Her team saw their coach going back to now, being present and dealing with what she needed to deal with to help them move forward, to help them be their best. Impressive coach in so many ways. So, what can you learn from a championship? Success leaves clues, we learn, we watch these amazing athletes. But routines matter. Add in a smile to whatever it is that you're doing, and mind the gap. These three things make us better performers. Congratulations to Oklahoma on their third consecutive championship. Congratulations to all athletes who participated in spring competitions and championships. It is a pleasure to watch the greatness that goes on. So until next week, manage the moments, mind the gap, think about your